They're different. So I will then it's when I will call a parent, say, okay, look here at school this child can do this and do this, and the parent will be surprised. What? Because I said no. Then sometimes I will take a video when a child is sitting eating on a table. I will take a video. I will show the parent. No, this child can sit and eat on a table. No, this child can go to the toilet and sit even if it's 2 minutes on the toilet. So let's persevere. Let us be consistent. Because sometimes I know the parents got that soft heart that and they take them as disabled. For me, a
Are you telling me
disabled child,
that they are not disabled?
no, they've got a condition in the brain.
Okay, you call it a condition in the
Yeah,
brain. And this condition, it makes them to be more supernatural or to be less natural.
Some of them,
Okay.
it's both. Some of them, they, like as I said, that they are affected by autism in a way that they won't progress. You see, but some of them, they will progress. They will progress, and then they will even go like to Vista Nova, doing grade 1 until grade 12, going to university. You see, and then some of them, the way they are affected, they can't progress. They will just, so it's when I just teach them the basics, like self-care,
chores.
Doing chores, put on your clothes, put off, how to bath yourself, brush your teeth, and then you can use the broom like this. When you finish eating, you can clean where you were eating. You can take your bowl to the kitchen. You can wash it. So at least they know something. So when they grow up, they know that, okay, when I take off my shoes, I must put my shoes there. I must put my bag there. I must wash my bowl. I must do this. Than other one that goes to grade 1s where they learn history, geography, and biology and all that.
So I want to go back to the mother and hear from her. What do you want to tell the people about this autism condition that you're saying, and what you wish to be supported from your family, the community, and the country as a whole?
So what I want for in the near future is our community leaders in our community.
Yes.
So like I explained to Nompelo, I showed the pictures of our normal children.
Okay.
Like my other children that is normal. They had programs that our community leaders was having for them.
Facilitating.
Yes, but what I want is programs for our children also that our community leaders also put out there and make them also part of growing up, not just we keeping our children in the house. So let them also can play outside and like a normal child, because at the moment we are keeping them in locked up. So I must literally, today it was nice weather, so today I had to lock the door, all the windows closed, and for him not to run away and whatever, because he feel frustrated in the house. So now he will get the chance and he will run away. So I want our community leaders, our community members to help us parents, to make programs, get Autism Western Cape out to do workshops and stuff like that.
Okay. Do you find difficulties when you lock him in the house? What are the difficulties that you encounter?
Difficulties breaking my stuff, breaking the television, breaking my phones, breaking my cupboards, breaking the toilet, banging the stuff. Even hurting himself. Because it's like a small space where I stay, 2-bedroom flat, so it's crowded for him. He get overwhelmed and stuff. So that's where the meltdown come in, and then he'll start breaking the stuff. And
in short, I want us to close this since we are going to do another episode. I want to hear from, do you have older people, or what happens when they get old?
So what happens when they get old? I'm not sure for now.
Okay.
That is why now we are raising our voice. That government, we've got these children in our communities, and we don't have places where when the schools are closed or it's weekend where they can go, and all that. And then we fear for them that when they are old, where are they gonna go? what is going to happen to them when the parents died. What is going to happen to this child, you know? And this child now is 18 years old and is still like having meltdowns, doesn't know how to calm himself down or what, while I'm trying my best, you know, to teach them while they are young how to calm yourself down. What do you need to do when you feel like overwhelmed and frustrated, you know? Instead of having a meltdown, you can take a blanket, cover yourself, you can do this. So that is why now we are trying to raise our voice out, that government, we are here with our children. What can you offer us? You know, you do offer like severe children with disabilities, with buggies, with side liars, with even when there's housing project, government consider mostly those children that are are on wheelchairs, you know, on
So
buggies and all
if
that.
given a chance that you write a plan, you need to be donated, you already know what conditions that you need to and what kind of houses you need to provide, tools and stools.
For instance, you know, there's new flats at the back of Masie.
Yes, for the
But
disabilities.
you see how that is secured and all that. If even our children with autism can have a secured place like that, so you know, even if your child is outside, that mommy will know, okay, this is Ilyas staying in that house. They are here, but the place is secured. Then there will be like a jungle gym. You understand? There will be something where if like the mother, let's say, fall asleep on a couch, then the child is outside. She's not like scared, where is my child and all that. At least the child is on the jungle gym and the child, so the place is secured. You see, like those children that. So we want government not only to consider the children that are sitting on buggies, and remember, they are sitting there. They only move when a parent move them. You understand? But with our autistic children, you need to be there 24/7.
Yeah.
Really?
So, and like me, I was 8 years old. I'm busy looking for a job now. My husband is working alone, so
Okay.
I have my fourth baby now last year. So at the moment we're struggling because he's the only one
Who is
working.
providing?
So
Yes.
I went to look for a job because I was 8 years at home. So now they're not gonna employ me because I told them I have a son on the spectrum. I'm 37 years old and I was 8 years at home. So they told me now they can't employ me
Because they need you to be there as if you're employed to look after your own son.
yes.
Okay.
So
Can-
it's very difficult. Yeah.
Can you tell the audience for the last time that what made you to decide that you can stand in front of camera? Most people they're even ashamed to introduce their children to the world and